We will create Azure Data Lake Storage Gen 2 account now, and then we'll see how to upload the files and how to access to Storage Explorer. So in the same way we created the blob account, we have to create ADLS Gen 2 account. Go to storage account. So note that there is another account or service, Data Lake Storage Gen 1. This is the old one and this will get deprecated soon. So do not use this service. Click on storage account. So I'll select resource group Udemy. This also has to be unique. Movies curated. Let us see. Oh, it is not available. Movies curated 2020. This should be available. Leave the other things as it is. Click next. And here we will select hierarchical namespace enabled. Review and create and click on create. This should get created shortly. Yeah. Our storage account got created. Go to resource. So look and feel wise, it will be same as we created the blob account. Let us go to the container. Add container. Curated data. Okay. Go inside this container. Here you will see add directory. This option is not available for blob storage. So you are allowed to create empty folders or directory. It's a raw. Click save. Upload file. Select. Sample data. Movies. In advance, we can specify folder. The going back to our account, I go to access keys. So ADLA Gen 2 is also like same. We have storage account and key 1 and key 2. I quickly go to properties. Here we see hierarchical access enabled. So we have to use this endpoint whenever we are going to access data from Databricks or SQL Data Warehouse. We are going to see in our Azure Data Factory session. In Storage Explorer, I will just refresh it. I see movies curated, ADLA Gen 2 account here. And our container, curated data. One thing you have to notice here, when I right click on this one, I won't see secured access signature, which was available for blob. So as of now, Microsoft does not support creating secured access signature URL on the blob or on the ADLA Gen 2 containers or the folders. However, we can create manage access policies. I'm not really sure how it applies, but we can create. So I clicked on manage access. So the permission can be assigned in ADLA Gen 2 at container level, folder level, or file level. So it's the same way we manage our permissions on our operating system files. So click on add you the group user email ID, whichever available in your Azure Active Directory domain, and click on add. Let's say I have created added user mask, for example. We can provide permission, read, write, and execute. And when I click default, all the child objects, it can be a folder or files, will have this default permission for this user. So I am now showing access at the folder level. In the same way, we can provide permissions at the folder and file level. As an Azure Data Lake developer or Azure Data Engineer, you need not to work on these things, but it will be always better to know how the security is being managed. So if there is an issue or a problem when data is not accessible or data is not moving, it will be easier for you to debug or to troubleshoot. In properties, we will be able to see the complete URL of file, the last modified date, and all other required properties.